kind of a big point because she can't trust him because he never says what he's feeling, and because she knows that he's always wearing that persona that is not him. And I mean, he always keeps everything bottled up, and at some point he broke, and like it's exactly what happens in 43. And I think she somehow is aware of it because she knows that he's never letting her know him for who he really is. And so she can't trust that man she doesn't know because she doesn't know him.
Welcome to The Story Thinker, a Webtoons and Witcher podcast for superfans with scene-by-scene analysis. Featuring sharp co-hosts for a fuller picture, we dive deep into character psychology, relationships, and theories. We'd love it if you could like, subscribe, comment, and rate us on all podcast platforms and social media. For bonus content, you can support The Story Thinker on Patreon. Let's begin. Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 60 of Purple Hyacinth, Obstructive Oath. And we are here with Riz and Marie.
Hi.
And welcome, Riz. This is your second podcast. Marie, this is your first podcast. So welcome to the podcast. All right. So we just came off the Davis locked in the closet episode when, the relationship is contentious and they don't quite know if they're still partnered or not partnered, but they kind of still have to work together anyway. So they're partnered whether they not like it or not. And, and she's contemplating what he said to her in the closet. So now it's morning and she's walking out and we have this, nice bridge. And Lauren is thinking to herself, the situation is spiraling out of control. As if a brewing revolution wasn't dreadful enough. Now there's a possibility of a second attack, even more horrific than Allendale. And if I can't stop it, and she's having a flashback, she's remembering, boom, and this big, massive explosion, and Dylan's face. He's like, I know you never meant to kill me. Oh.
Yeah, this is very personal to her because she wants to avoid another explosion. And this time she can avoid it. And back then she wasn't able to. So this is very stressful for her, obviously.
Yeah, it's like her second chance and she doesn't have a choice. She has to manage to stop it.
Yeah, it's so like poignant to how Lauren takes the blame for herself, because Dylan saying, I know you never meant to kill me, like who thinks that way? Like
said that.
It's because she heard those lies back then, and she didn't do anything about it, so that's why she feels guilty for it.
She blames herself, but nobody blamed her at any time, and just like she's projecting it on Dylan, but like he's never said that. He's and she thinks, I didn't sleep a wink last night again. I really should, especially if I'm going to deal with him on top of everything.
Oh, Lauren.
Boy troubles. And she thinks to herself, he apologized, sort of. Surprising, considering the cosmic size of his ego. That is interesting because he is constantly like praising himself, but it's really like, I think of it as a joke. Like, I don't think he really necessarily means it.
Yeah, it's part of the mask he wears as the Purple Hyacinth. So he's actually a very sweet boy. So
and very insecure. In fact, like he's showing off a lot, but like it's a way of protecting himself. Of like he's scared. He's not sure of himself.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that yet. She doesn't know him that well yet. So
Oh, one day she will. And that he never says which that is true.
Yeah, and actually that's kind of a big point because she can't trust him because he never says what he's feeling, and because she knows that he's always wearing that persona that is not him. And I mean, he always keeps everything bottled up, and at some point he broke, and like it's exactly what happens in 43. And I think she somehow is aware of it because she knows that he's never letting her know him for who he really is. And so she can't trust that man she doesn't know because she doesn't know him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Communication. I know every Webtoon fan is always like screaming communication. And he wasn't lying, but still, I can't bring myself to trust his words, to trust him, what you said.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I should remind myself not to forget that. And we see Lauren walking across and under this bridge, which is graffitied. I just noticed it has like modern graffiti, right? Is that modern graffiti under the bridge?
Yeah, I noticed it too.
When did people start
That's
graffitiing?
Okay.
Funny. And we see someone with white hair and a mask, and he's behind her. And then we have it focus on that person. And then we see that person with a camera going this picture. And the only thing we see about him, he has the hat pulled over his head, but he has light hair and he has a missing finger. All right, people. What was going on back when this first came out?
I don't know. I don't think I ever thought it was Dylan.
Okay.
But I don't remember actually. I was like, this is some random person probably that will not be so important, but oh, I was wrong.
Did you think it was Dylan back when it first came out?
Yeah, I started reading PH in like a year ago, I think. So it was like mostly like the part where I just binge watched. And so I was still in my mind somehow thinking that Dylan was Kieran. So I just that's not Dylan. Like I don't think I even thought about it. Like it wasn't even a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the big debate raging in the fandom for like forever till we found out who this person is. Is it Dylan or is it not Dylan? And we won't say. But I think
we know
it was a possibility.
Yeah, because of the hair and the hats. Yeah,
and the fact that he's being kept mysterious on purpose, you know. I don't know. But if it would be Dylan, it would be kind of weird for them to just take pictures of Lauren.
He would just run up to Lauren, I guess, and like, hey, I'm alive.
Right. Well, I mean, it could be Dylan, but under a whole different set of circumstances. Like, what's his job now? What is he doing? Is he even? Yeah. It would set up for a lot more drama. What if he's like antagonistic towards Lauren and he feels bad about it?
True. Maybe he became a spy or something. Yeah.
But whoever this person is, they are surreptitiously taking pictures of her, so it's sneaky.
Yes.
And they're missing a finger. So this is the right hand, the fourth finger. So they only have half a finger. So how did that happen? Notable detail. All right, and now Lauren has arrived at the APD. She walks in, and Kieran is being the good little boy. He's bringing coffee to everybody. He's so sweet. He's like, oh, here's Mrs. Roses. I bought some coffee. Thank you, Kieran. It's really nice of you. My pleasure. And he's walking around. There's Will, there's Lucas, there's Kym, and Lucas is looking, thunderous as usual. And he's just have this like bright smile.
He looks so cute. I mean, seeing coffee and Kieran in the morning would make my day.
I don't even like coffee, but I'll drink it if he's giving it to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know Archivist Kieran is like a front, and he's a persona he built for his mission, but how am I a sucker for this? Like, I am Kym in this episode. Like, her swooning at him, that's me.
That's all of us.
Yeah, he's a sweetie. The little ribbon looking all proper. And Lucas is just like giving him a death glare. He's like, no. It's like, okay, then what about you, Sergeant Liddell, Lieutenant Hawks? And Will's just his sweet self, just calm as usual. I'd gladly take one. I love Will. Such a cutie.
Yeah, he's so precious.
Yeah, just always calm, always reliable. That's him.
Then we have Kym.
Yeah, she looks like a photo model here with like the lighting and the sparkles.
Yeah, there's like sparkles around her.
Her hair is flying.
Yeah.
It's like a cover shoot. I'll take everything you've got, Kieran. I love a hot cup of coffee. And please call me, Kym. You're like, everything you've got, Kieran, by the way, is that innuendo? Like, whatever you have, Kieran, I'll take it all. I'll take you. I'll take the rest of you.
I know she's partly doing it to spite William, but I think she also like really sees his charm, and I know that now she's hitting on him like jokingly because she knows, well, she thinks he and Lauren are dating, but like yeah, I don't think she's that indifferent to his charm, and she might just like, yeah, there's William, and she's messing with him, but maybe not only that.
Yeah,
He's
I mean, yeah, he's a very gorgeous man, so the problem is Lauren is a problem.
Oh, she's so funny. And Kieran's like, he's getting all nervous. He's like, haha, I had to run out of coffee, but I can make more if you wish.
Also, he's offering coffee when he doesn't have any more.
He has 2 on the plate, right? Like, I mean, you could give 1 to her, but she's not 1 for her. Unless, whatever, unless it's for him.
It's so funny how nervous he gets because he's always like charming, but whenever there's girls hitting on him, he's like,
all flustered, yeah.
Right, it only goes one way, like he can't deal with the reaction.
Yeah,
he's funny.
So it makes me wonder how many times did he use his charms on missions, and like, did the people ever like hit on him, and yeah, how did he react? I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know how much it's just his persona and the role he's playing, or he just gets flustered because he never got with any woman, and like maybe she just doesn't know it.
Yeah,
maybe because it's Lauren's friend, and so that's making it more awkward for him rather than just a random person he's not going to see again.
Yeah, that's probably a part of it. Yes. Yeah,
after just promising that they'll never.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he just promised not to get close to them. Yeah, makes sense that he's nervous. Yeah.
And Kym is just, Lucas is passing by, and he's the poor victim of Kym. She swings her arms around him and is like, oh, isn't she perfect? And Lucas is just like, I don't get human contact. And he's just like hyperventilating and like falls over onto the desk. And Will says, Ladella, when you're done swooning over the new recruit, I need you to. I'm only being nice. You are being scary. That's harassment, Kym. I've half a mind to report you. Do I detect jealousy, William? He gets all angry.
Okay, maybe it was just to spite him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To get him to show some feelings towards her. But he can't respond. And she puts on her jacket and says, scared you have competition for precinct prince. Will just does not know how to react.
Yeah.
So tired. Kym just lays on. I can't even remember life before Kieran.
Same.
Right? What was our life? And he's like, maybe your unfinished paperwork will remind you, the dusty pile due tomorrow. Mr. White, could you please grab Sergeant Liddell's mountain of reports before people start mistaking them for furniture? Oh gosh.
Oh.
If it's Kieran delivering them to me, I'll review the whole precinct archives.
Also Lauren arriving in the background and just
I didn't even notice until now that she's there in the background.
Oh, so cute. It's silly. And Kieran also is still completely still, doesn't know what to do with his 2 coffees. And Lauren looks like she does look like she hasn't slept all night.
Yeah, she looks awful. I'm sorry. I mean, she's gorgeous, but she does look awful here.
Well, yeah. And she's like, oh, good morning, Officer Sinclair. Coffee? I know you need it. Like, right? And Lauren is like, just what is going on? Am I so sleep deprived and I'm hallucinating? And he's like, Officer Sinclair? And she just cannot understand what's going on. She it's like error 101. I appreciate the offer, but no, thank you.
Lauren stopped working.
Yeah. Kieran digs in. He's like, it's all right. After all, no need for coffee after a restful night.
He can't help but teasing her.
Oh gosh, she definitely needs that coffee. Take it, Lauren. And she's like, right. Nothing better than a restful night. She thinks herself want to die. Well, hopefully she can get coffee from somewhere else in the precinct. And then March pops his head in and he says, good morning all. William, Kym, come with me, please. I need to have a quick word with you before you go on patrol. Okay. And William and Kym are looking at him. They're like, what is going on?
Well,
All right. So he pulls them outside and Will asks, what's up, Detective March? And March says, I'll get straight to the point. This is a list of potential Lune suspects. I struck off the names of the officers and detectives involved in the Golden Clover raid the night of Anislaw's arrest, and everyone else whose alibi has already been verified. Nothing guarantees Lune is from our precinct, but Herman requested we look more closely into this list. And William is reading it out loud. Lila of all people.
Sweet Lila.
Well, yeah, I guess that would be a good front. Andrew, Grace, Lucas, Lauren, and Kym's eyes go dark.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't remember exactly where we're up to with the story, but I'm pretty sure Kym already just had some suspicions about Lauren, right?
Yeah, I think she had her
Lauren,
suspicions from the beginning. Yeah, she knows Lauren, she knows about Dylan, she knows how much she regrets not being able to save him. So yeah, this is not surprising, I think, and she knows.
She's seen her like murder board, right? The one that she has in her bedroom.
Did it already happen at this point?
yeah, I don't know.
I think so. When she visited her, meaning the visit to her room.
Yeah, I think that hasn't happened. I don't know. I don't remember actually.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she doesn't hide it, that's for sure. So she's never been in her bedroom. It's like right there.
Yeah, but she
She's
knows
already
about
noticed
Dylan,
that
so-
she's like
Yeah.
really tired, that she stands around people. Like she's noticed some bits at least. I'm not sure if she's gone to Lawrence before. I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Yeah, and she looks, she doesn't say anything, but she looks very hesitant.
Mm-hmm.
March says, feels.
I think she. Sorry. I think she also feels like if it's Lauren, she will be in a tricky situation because she doesn't want to betray her friend, and I think she trusts Lauren when she also knows that William might not be as understanding, and he might just carry on with the mission and maybe expose Lauren because that's who he is. He's a straightforward and lawful guy.
Yeah, and because he's always pressured by his father, so yeah, she might be worried how he's going to react when it's Lauren, so yeah.
Yeah, they're the two that are, the ones on this mission. So
yeah.
And March says, it feels wrong, doesn't it? And she says, yeah, like we're on a manhunt. Will says, it is a manhunt. Both the Phantom Scythe and the police are out for blood. Even if we find who's behind the files, exposing Lune's identity would be a death sentence. Yikes. That's major. Just look at what happened with the people they turned in. And they're both very grim. So yeah, I don't know. If it were me, I wouldn't stop them.
Do we think March also suspects Lauren at this point? I don't want to spoil anything about the future episodes, but at this point, do we think that he suspects Lauren as well?
I don't think so. I think she's just on the generic list. I think.
I think he knows that she could pull that. And
yeah,
maybe she's the only one who could pull that in the precinct. And so he doesn't have any proof. He doesn't have, but he might have a hunch that it's her just because she's good.
Yeah, I think if there's two people that have a hunch, it's probably Kym and March at this point. But yeah, we're not sure.
Yeah, and they're all looking grim. And Will says, how do you manage knowing what's to come? And March says, you're right. To tell the truth, I don't think we can blame an individual for going around the system to defend the ideals and values that the system fails to protect. The way we've responded to the Phantom Scythe over the past decade is just as egregious as how we failed to deal with the injustices constantly perpetrated in our city. So we see from here that March is very concerned about justice and he's fine with going out of the law to deal with it.
Yeah, and that's yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, that's all we're gonna say.
Yeah, Lauren isn't there, so is he speaking the truth? Is he lying? We don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's pretty consistent with his character in general, like to be concerned with trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, and like we can see that he has ideals about justice and like not fighting injustices, whatever they are, whoever they are, perpetrate them. Like he wants to make the world a better place. That's his belief, and and so yeah, having someone who fights that in a better way than the police, that it doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
He says the current structure is far from perfect. It's often not even fair or right. Lune's actions are also in this gray zone, neither completely right nor completely wrong.
True.
And Kym says, I can't help but feel like we're shooting ourselves in the foot by trying to break Lune's anonymity. Yeah, we must, because we all answer to the same law. It is our duty to protect the law. Kind of wonder about his motives here now.
Yeah, and he looks all serious when he says this. So yeah.
Yeah, as we are now, we can't fix the system or its past wrongs. We can at least make sure the right people are accused and that the innocent ones are protected. Which I'm not sure how capturing Lune is going to reach that. Okay. Like, it seems like they're doing the right thing, but.
Yeah, it's a little bit fake. Yeah. Oh, I can't spoil anything, but yeah.
I feel like we're spoiling it right now. Yeah. We're not too good at, complete poker face. But we'll just move on. She smiles and March smiles, and he says, I know it's not an easy task for any of us. Some of the names on this list are my friends, and some are yours. Lauren was one of my most promising recruits. I know how close you three are. And then she goes, to be your boss now. By now, she'd kept her rank. He's like, haha, maybe. My point is, you must remain impartial, no matter the culprit. This is what Herman chose us for. Oh, they both nod. And Kym is looking at Will, because like everything we said before.
Yeah, she's worried for him, how he's going to react, because she suspected Lauren,
Yeah, but I think that, Sophie and F do a good job of showing us through the art, like what is on her mind.
Yeah.
In case it wasn't clear, she's like directly looking at Will. And he says, you can count on us, March. We'll uphold our oath to the APD. And there he goes.
Yeah.
That's Will.
Always Will, yeah.
By the book, straight and narrow. March nods, and Kym, now we see the spotlight on Kym, and she hesitates. She doesn't look happy. She's like looking up from under her eyebrows, and she's like, and then she nods. And this is now here, Kieran's about to go out with that mountain of paperwork, and he hears through the door, yes, you can count on us. And he is just looking a little concerned and confused.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. He's obviously worried because Lauren is on the list.
Yeah. Also, like Kym and William being on the task team behind them, he promised that he wouldn't involve them, and he won't have a choice. They will be involved, and
this makes everything more complicated than it already is. So
it will put them in danger, but it will also they might even resent Lauren for what she did in Lune's work. So and we know that he started to care for Lawrence, and he doesn't want her best friends to turn on her.
Yeah.
Well, great drama. It's the best stuff. That's funny. All right. So, all right. So what's everyone's favorite panel? Let's see.
I think mine is this one. It's just so funny.
Oh, yes. It's very cute. I was thinking of choosing that one, and then I decided to choose photo model Kym.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was the one I was going for as well. Yeah. But also, I can't remember life before Kieran is our anthem, and
I know, right?
the quote of the episode.
I probably choose Kieran far too often, so I try to be a little diverse.
Yeah, same.
All right. Any final thoughts on the episode?
Yeah, it's drama incoming.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think Kym definitely suspect Lauren from the beginning because she knows her friend too well. So yeah.
Yeah,
I think
they
she
will
already
need a good alibi.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna do the next episode right now, so we'll get to see some more drama.
Yes.
Thank you so much to my current patrons: Susie, Lily, Molly, Veronica, Emily, Jo, Rochelle, Saucy Tacos, Ian, Rose, Alexa, Misty, Joanne, Esther, 𝗦𝗪𝗃𝗃 people, Emily, Jean, Kay, Lily, Beckett, Duranda, Christine, Sadie, Teresa, Mrs. Castaldo, Emma, Pora, Ruby, and Natasha. Your support is truly appreciated.